Yeah, good evening to you. Anywhere you're watching me from this evening, I remain yours, Mr. Big Rich on Big Rich Media House. This evening motion with brother with Lajire. Yeah, sometimes in life we just keep walking and you never know what's gonna be in your pocket. So until the end of the month or end of the day, when you realize how far have you gone. Today, it is another brighter evening here on Big Rich Media House, here in the studio here of BMH, in which I have my dear beautiful Oluwabumi with me, who is going to be joining me tonight on this platform, in which I would appreciate everyone. If you're new to this platform, to please do your best to share. Subscribe to our channel and see what you can do to share and share and share. Comment and like. And we appreciate you. Once again, I said you are welcome to this platform, Big Rich Media House, Evening Motion with Lajire and Oluwabumi. Let's go. Yeah, tonight, as I said, it's not going to be just me on this platform tonight. It's going to be me and Oluwabumi. And I remain yours, Mr. Big Rich on Big Rich Media House, Evening Motion this evening. Let's go with Oluwabumi. Oluwabumi, how are you today?
Hello, Mr. Big Rich.
Yes.
I'm fine. How are you too?
Yeah, it's been a great day, isn't it?
How is your side?
Yeah, we can't complain. We remain same. The area remains same, and everything about this area remains the same thing. Yeah.
I hope you had a good day today.
Of course I do. And yourself?
I do. It's a nice day. It's raining here. It's calm and cool. The weather is good. And I've actually had a good day. I'm indoor throughout. I've not been outside today. And it's been a lovely day. So much to eat, so much to drink, and more relaxation. It's not bad.
So basically,
it's good to have you on the program. Good evening, everyone, viewers. I hope. Thank you for joining us today on our lovely edition of Evening Motion with Mr. Big Rich. We promise to give you a nice topic, and then we're going to have a lively chat today, and you're going to enjoy it. So you need to sit back, relax, and enjoy every bit of what we have for you today.
Yeah, in London here, we have the weather like you just want to feel it. Like in the morning was a little bit nice, in the afternoon was a little bit good and great. But suddenly it started raining and it stopped and started sunning again, and here we go.
It's a mix. It's a mixed weather. Sorry, it's going to be windy. It's going to be cold. It's going to be sunny. It's mixed.
So how is the weather going in your area there tonight?
No, it's just one weather today. It's raining. Not too much. Not too high. Not too low. Medium. It's raining. It's raining, and everywhere is cool. It's not too cold, and then not too bad. At least 80% it's okay, and we're enjoying it. We're not complaining.
That's a great one, good one. And tonight, let's see where we're gonna take it from. But before then, let's go for a little bit break while we come back. Yeah, once again, you're welcome back to this platform, Big Rich Media House with Oluwabume this evening. Yeah, tonight, Oluwabume, let's see how far we can go on this platform. Let's chat about something great in which people would really love to know much more. And people, the more we're growing every day, the kind of experience we get in life. Every second of our life teaches us something great, something different, something, things we sometimes we can't even express or we can't even explain how does it teach us. And I believe that's kind of philosophy of life. Like every each second of our days is a teacher for us. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. Every step, every move, every single thing we do, there is always a lesson and there is always something to learn and then something to appreciate about it. It does not just happen. It happened for a purpose.
100%. I agree with you. I agree with you. And you know, today I was just being curious about the way people, treat their parents, their guardian, and people who really do something great in their life. People that you have in your life that you can't forget. People that just maybe like you're passing by a corridor and you see something that you can keep refreshing your memory about whatever you remember, something like that. That maybe in a day that you remember what your parents have done for you or your guardian or someone who helped you in the past. And these days, we really don't see people appreciate their parents. Some people do. Some people don't even care how the parent lives, how they feeling, their well-being, and things like that. Do you think the environment change us, or we intentionally change ourselves?
Mr. Big Rich, that's a
And
very
can
interesting.
you face your right side, not your left?
Okay,
Yeah, much more.
all right.
Yeah, that's better. A little bit more.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
all right. Yeah, it's a very interesting topic, and let me start from bringing up. That is upbringing of our children, and then the way we are being brought up by our parents. You know, it means a lot to be grateful. The word grateful is a very long term because it's not everyone that can show to someone that has done one or two things in their lives that they are grateful. It's not everyone. Most people don't appreciate what other people has done for them. It could be due to pride, it can be due to being arrogant, it can be due to nonchalant attitude or probably I don't care attitude that whatsoever. But I stand to say that no matter how you pass through your phase in life, no matter how you climb your ladder, being grateful is very, very essential and is very important. It cannot be overlooked. Even if it in a little way, it should not be overlooked by anyone, be it your parents, your guardian, your mentor. So many people pass through our lives and then they shape us and make our life meaningful. Because at times when you sit back and look at how your life is structured, you can't but appreciate some certain people because they make you up. If you could understand what I'm trying to say,
Mm-hmm.
certain people, they come together at different phase in your life to make you up. So is either to make you responsible, is either to make you look presentable, is either to make you attain and achieve your goals. That's what you stand out to gain in life. It's in so many ramifications. Let me put it that way. From birth to when you start going to school, your parents are there for you. And then some people that fortunately for them, they stay with their guardian. You know, they are going to care for you, feed you, take you to school, check about your well-being, see how far you are doing in your academics and all that. And let's put that aside. You know, aside from our parents being the ones that are like have like, let me say, 80% of bringing us up, we have the peer pressure. When you go out from your parents, you meet your peers. And as we look at it, aside being that your parents, they are taking good care of you, they provide for you, clothe you, give you money for feeding and all that, you have the shelter. And then when you meet with your peers, there are so many other advantages and so many things you can also achieve from your peers, your friends, your church members, your maybe people you meet around in places. You know, you share knowledge, we gain one or two things from each other. Then leaving that aside, you go to higher institution, you meet with a lot of people. So many people have been shaped well by their lecturers, by their professors, by those people that stand to be like a mentor to them. They've been shaped, and then they gave them a good advice. They shape them and make them be the good and the best version of what they wanted to be.
Yeah, I can see
Then
I
putting that
mean, the
aside,
area where you're
we look at
taking. Yeah, can,
when you graduate from school, you're looking for a job. I'm just explaining this the phase,
yeah, but
each
the
phases.
aspect you're taking it from, yeah, it does make sense. But deeply, I was looking at how do we, uh, you know, was the the society or the kind of world we're living in change our lifestyle, like the way
And that's why
our
I'm trying
our
to,
parents care for their parents.
yeah, that
We
Mr.
don't
Kufik,
do
that's
it
why
these
I'm trying
days.
to break it down. I want to break it down first. So we now try to find out and pick which of it. You
Everything,
know, you have
because
to break it down
breaking it
because
down,
as
no,
so many,
breaking it
so
down
many,
means you try to explain, but people know all this thing you're talking about. People really
okay,
understand it, but
okay.
do we implement it? Do we really take action? Do we really go for it? Do you understand? No, that
All right.
if you're telling me now that okay, in the way of the way I was brought up, the people I've met on my way, yeah, truly, I've met a lot of people. They've done enough for me, but have I ever one day get up and said, yeah, one day, Bumi, I've done this for me. Let me see how to appreciate it. Not because mostly in my own take, I said, because we always said, yeah, if I didn't reward this person, God will reward the person. And that is the aspect I've been looking at it for. Like, we really handed everything over to God and like, yeah, Bume, she is my mom, my mother, but yeah, if I don't do anything, she can live her lives. So what about the sacrifice? You know, like people have wasted their time, their their everything for you to be who you are today. But still yet, how do you get up one day? Do we think the environment is making us doing this, or we're doing it intentionally? Like that is how it should be. And in that aspect, which area are you taking that from? And that is my point.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to finish what I was talking about the
Okay.
other time.
Okay.
I've gotten to the stage of you looking for job after school. Okay. Is another phase trying to look for like seeking for employment and all that. At that point, you meet a lot of people. To summarize everything I've said, at every phase, there is something and someone to be appreciated and to be grateful for. Did you get what I just said now?
Mm-hmm.
At each point, be it during when your parents were taking good care of you, when you're your peer, the peers, your friends, when they've assisted you, okay, when you're in school, high school, when you meet with your lecturers, you meet with different kinds of people that are professionals that they shape you. Then when it gets to the point whereby you're looking for employment, you want to get a job done for yourself, you want to have a good employment for yourself. So now, have different angles to pick out, because I myself, for example, at every point of my life, every step I've taken, I have one, two, or three individual that I needed to appreciate. There is no how I need, because it's what is happening. But now, narrow down to what you said. Okay, when I was in school, some set of people assisted me. Okay, while I want to get my job, the job I was doing, set of people assisted me. And then not forgetting my parents, because they did like 80% of making me stand. It's when you are stand, when you have that courage, that is when you can face the struggle out there. Now, looking at it now, everything is mixed together. At every phase, you have someone to be grateful to and to appreciate. So let me throw it out now. How do we pick it? Because when you're working, that's why it might not be easy. It's not that people are not grateful. It might not be easy for people to pick from the back. Let me say from the previous. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because where you are now, you want to tackle where you are now. But before you get there, you've passed through so many phases to get there. So now you want to face that future. You are grateful to that person that gave you a note to get your employment. So you keep calling, thank you so much. Forgetting the fact that before you get to that stage, there is someone that assisted you to attain in a way or the other. Fine, you use your knowledge, your understanding, your wisdom to face your schooling and everything. But in one way or the other, there are some people that assisted you to get everything done while you are in school. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Then looking at it backward again, there is a friend that like, oh, how do you want to do your admission? Okay, I can introduce you to this. You can try this school. You can do this. You can do that. You can do it this way. If you want to write your exam, you can go for these classes. You understand? In a way, that person has assisted you. But gradually as you progress, I think we tend to remember the stage we are. So that does not mean people are not grateful. People are grateful, but because of the faces, there are people face a lot of they face a lot of challenges before they get where
Okay.
they want.
What about some people that feel like, yeah, I've arrived, so and I don't even care about those who have done some great things in my life. Like we may I might take it this way. Like most of us were so selfish. Like you're doing things. Imagine in your own early stage or age or early stage in life, you're unable to, to forget about renting a house or an apartment. You're unable to even feed your mouth. you're unable to, you're not, you can't afford how to, to put a little underwear for yourself. And suddenly, someone lit you up, someone assisted you, and you became someone who can be able to, to do such. It could be the government, it could be your parent, it could be anyone around you. But if me and you started taking it this way, like, yeah, at least I'm still struggling, so I can come back. I believe there should be an avenue, there should be a space whereby you should be able to learn how to appreciate people. How? Not until you got someone a car, not until you buy someone a house, but your parent, in the aspect, imagine that person is just your guardian, someone you're not going to see tomorrow, or someone that if you go, it might not even fail you again. You just feel like you've gone, you're gone. But at the time you come back to show face and show appreciation to that person, that bring another joy into the. But imagine someone has helped you maybe 5, 10 years ago, and still yet you're still struggling. But the impact of that person in your life remains. You're still feeling it, like maybe getting a job, as you said, or maybe getting something as you mentioned, or maybe our parent or something that we never think we can be able to do, right? And coming back to our senses and said, do you okay? Do you know a lot of people? Do you know that a lot of people that their parents or their guardians or their neighbor or the government have done a lot for, that they don't feel it in their life? They feel like it just
It's a
happened,
normal thing.
right? Do you think they are doing the right thing?
At this point, Mr. Big Rich, I don't think they are doing the right thing, but everything still go down to what I'm trying to
Then
talk
if
about.
if they're not doing the
People
right thing, your argument, what you're
people
saying
tend
doesn't
to
make sense
forget
to me. What you're
people
saying
tend
doesn't
to
make sense.
forget the good things people have done to them
That's what I
so
said to
quick.
you. Okay, imagine I am your parent. I've
Yeah,
done a lot of sacrifice for you, and you
yeah,
see other children elevate doing something great for their parent. People, other those parents, those children, they cannot even avoid all things, kind of lifestyle you're living, and still yet they're still trying their best. But you're sitting down somewhere, looking at yourself like, one day I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. What happen if that person passed away tomorrow, and you be saying because that person is still struggling? Does that mean that person feel like tomorrow will come? Why tomorrow may never come?
yeah. I think there are
What is
some
yeah? You're just see yeah.
there are some certain things we can do. As I've said,
Like
I have people too that they've really passed through me. They've made me a good version of what I wanted to be today. And then I'm also guilty of this. Let me put it in a way. It doesn't mean I'm having pride. It doesn't mean I'm being arrogant or I just want to be ungrateful. No. Sometimes situations surrounding you might not give you that time, which is not an excuse. It is not an excuse. But in a way, I started thinking about people they've really done a lot for me in the past. I sat down, I thought about it, be it those that are dead now, may God rest their soul, people alive. I tend to think about it and I was like, oh, how do I handle this? How do I do this? Because I just need to create a platform for them to know, even if it's 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago, I still need to create a platform to let them know. Because most people, they assist you, they help you, they make you your good version, what you want to be. But they themselves, they forgot. like let me give example of last week. I was talking to one of a family friend while I was in my uni back then. So maybe I'm talking about 2008, 2009. It's like 18 years ago or more so. So most time when I come back from school, weekends, I do visit him. I visit him in his office and then we talk, and then most of the time I share my personal some personal stuff, personal issues with him. And you know, in fairness, he gives me anything I want. Let me put it that way. He assisted me in a way. So we're just talking sometimes last week, and he said something like he probably is having issues with his mobile phone. Oh, and I in my mind I said, oh, I'm going to in a way I'm going to do something for this person. You understand? Because I remember those times I visited him and how he attended to me, how he's been nice to me, and everything he has done. And then you know one thing that is very funny. That's why I said people are quick to forget. To him, he hasn't done anything to me. But to me, what he did for me back then means the world to me. You understand? But to him, because when I told him, okay, I'm going to do this for you, you understand? After the conversation last week, and I said to him, I'll do this for him. I think when he went off the phone, he was surprised. He had to call me back to reconfirm that you understand. Do you understand my?
Mm-hmm.
So he was really surprised. I was not saying to myself, probably I have a lay down program. I have what I want to do to appreciate people for the past 20, 30 years that have been in my life. I have it in mind that, oh, but it's part of them, you understand. For the fact that I'm thinking of what to do, and the issue came to me, we spoke together, and I was like, oh, that is it's a good avenue for me to pay him back. So when he called back, he was now like, the way he was now saying it, that I was not telling him that what I want to do for you is not a big deal. I said to him straight away, you understand that what I'm planning to do is not a big deal.
Yeah,
Do you
but
remember
that is
time?
but you're telling a story of someone who have done something for you in the past.
So
But let's take it this way.
I want to repay him back now.
Yeah, paying back that person.
I've never been grateful, because if I've been grateful, I shouldn't be telling him last week about things that have happened.
No. The best,
things that has happened,
you know,
like 16, 18 years ago.
you know the best you've done. You know the best you've done is you still remember, and you still make a move.
What we are talking about.
No, it's not. It's not.
How
Nah.
to appreciate them.
No.
But I have
Yeah.
not appreciated him.
Up.
I've not called
No.
him. I've
No.
not been grateful to him.
This is
But
what happened
this
now.
happened last week.
Imagine that person is just someone you pass through. You understand? Someone,
Yeah.
not like there's different within someone you met on your way. When you met someone on your way, it's not gonna be some. Depends anyway. But it can be. It can never, no matter how big.
Listen, that have added to your life in a way.
No matter how big.
That's provided for you, that have made life ease for you at a particular time. I think that is what we are talking about.
Yeah, your maybe we can add that to it, but basically, if you were talking about someone who even you yourself, you know that this person is 100% involved. You know, all this thing we're saying, you're talking about someone you met on your way, maybe when you became adult. Hang on. When you became adult, no people who imagine when you're still crawling. Imagine people who brought you up when you're nobody. Forget about people you met. You know, people you met somewhere. They may be saying, hang on, they may be saying, like, yes, someone have helped me. Let me help that person. Go on.
Someone that you met on your way that assisted you up can might have even done more than your
see
parents, because when you get to a stage
now,
your parents
thank you. That is why I said to you that the environment make me and you make
That means you
the
are not Mr. Big Rich. You are not. The story I narrated when we first started. That was why I talk about face.
no.
There are so
The
many
story
faces.
your story is working
So
in
you
different.
can't appreciate just one person because
No,
one person cannot make you from childhood to
you're
adulthood.
you're
You
missing
pass
the
through phases.
you're missing this thing. You're missing it. How?
Not.
Now, I said something. Listen to this carefully, right? When you were born, right? You and immediately, even up to 10 years, you never know if your parents are rich or they were poor. If your guardian is rich or poor, you don't have the experience. You just get up, they feed you, they give you what to eat. So at that moment, you're nothing. Do you know how many children outside there that have been dumped at the refuse dumping? At the refuse dump? Do you know how many children outside there that people have even put on the train tracks? Do you know how many children outside there that no one even care about? But still yet, our parents, our guardian, right, have done enough. They never throw you outside. They never even forgot about you. They care for you from your told to your teen. Do you understand? People like that are the people that I'm really talking about. Not people you're meeting. Don't you know that meeting someone, if you're not out of your way, you can meet anyone on your way to the top. Is it that you met them at work, at school, in your neighborhood, or whatever? But think about this before you get to that level of meeting them. So it is because you made them at that level, that's why you're able to appreciate them. But imagine your parent or your guardian that have done a lot for you from the beginning, from zero. Imagine from zero of your life. So it could be your biological parent. It could be something else. How do you appreciate them? Do you one day get up and feel it that? Like I could remember when I still have even when my daughter's baby was crying one day, I was thinking this. I said, "Oh, she is feeling it now. She is feeling it now." So imagine how your parent will be feeling when you cry in the night, when they don't have food to give you, when you have to pull mess around the house that they have to clean it up, or your guardian. You understand? Those are the people that I'm talking about. Not like someone that make you like. I know we have to appreciate everyone in life, but it's not going to be like people you're doing much more to people you're meeting on your way to the top. Because everyone you met on your way to the top might be thinking, I have to do it because someone have done it for me. Do you understand? But on your own parent issue or your guardian side, it's never like that. It's never like that.
So basically, we are talking about how to appreciate our parents and guardians.
100%.
It's okay. There are so many ways we can appreciate our parents, which we don't. No one even need to tell us about that. If you're a responsible child.
So who are the
No one
who are the
needs to tell.
children that are not responsible?
But
Who are they? Who are
an
they?
individual thing. Let me put it this way: it's an individual thing. Some people like to call their parents, talk to their parents, appreciate them, buy them gifts, send them money. While some decide, oh, I'm going to throw a birthday party for my mom. If you know your mom or your dad is someone that does not like crowd, that does not appreciate big events, it's another thing. You can't expect someone that knows that, oh, our mom doesn't like it when it's like crowded.
Are you at this point talking about what they can do for their parent?
What There are so many things
No,
individual can do
no,
for their
hang on.
parents.
What I'm saying is, listen
Based
carefully.
on what the parents want
Hang on,
and the
hang
likes
on,
of the
hang on,
parents.
hang on. Are you talking about what they can do for their parent, or you're talking about those
You
who
appreciate
fail
your
to
parents.
appreciate? You're mixing two
Appreciation
things
is a
together.
different
There's
way.
no, listen, there's no one on here that when you're telling them, you can tell me now, like, this is what you have to do for your parent, is an advice. But imagine I know that I have to do it, but I never plan to do it. Or you know it that your guardian, people who has been there for you when you're nobody, you know you should appreciate them. Now I have to be telling you that you have to do me a party. Maybe I don't like a party. You have to do me, send me some money.
As I've said,
Said what?
based on individual wants, you can't decide for people how to appreciate their parents.
You don't have to
Because
decide. You
that-
don't get it. You're
that-
mixing things up.
but-
You're still repeating
But
same thing.
what I am trying to say is
Go on.
there are so many ways in which children appreciate their parents, which might not even be known to
You're,
an outsider. Or
I
someone
believe,
who is not close to
hang
them.
on, Bumi, I believe you heard me clearly. Did you hear me? Did you understand my point?
I'm not sure I understand your point.
Okay, I'll repeat it again. Okay, let's take it this way. You're a parent, you're a parent, right? You're a mother, right? And you know how much more you care for your children, right? And end of the day, they just flew away like birds. They never come back to you. At that point in time, what would be your own? How will your spirit feel?
I'm not going to feel nice. It's not nice, and it's not a good. It's not a good. It's not a good thing. That is why I'm saying most children, they understand their parents. They know what the parents like.
So
and they know what they don't like.
listen to yourself.
Some parents, when you buy
Oluwabunmi, listen to yourself.
material things,
Listen to yourself. Listen
they
to
might not
yourself.
appreciate it.
Listen to yourself. You're matching something that doesn't work together. You're telling me that things that they have to do, in which they don't know. Do you understand when I say they go away, they never come back again to you? So people like that, how would they even realize that they have to buy you things? They have to give you gift. They have to do this. They have to do that.
Mr. Big Rich, if you really understand me from the beginning of this program, I said something about upbringing. Even the Bible says, train your child in a way when he or she grow up, he's not going to leave the side. Or how, I don't know how to quote that Bible part. When you have situation like this, that children stay away from their family, their mom, their dad, their guardian, and they never took care of them, there is more to it. Because we need to find out the roots, the genesis of everything. Because you can't just have a child, your children, and they all abscond and they never look back to take good care of you.
Okay, what about the children? What about the children that their parents treat way? They treat them in a proper way. They were brought up in a proper way, right? But suddenly they became whatever they became, and they neglected their parents. What about them?
It's still the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
More to everything.
What is it?
Because you can't just we can't just be a judge. You need to find out something must be going on. Because to me, 100% of every children in the family must appreciate their mother and their father. It's the right thing.
And to those who believe that it's not the right thing,
in everything.
so you don't believe that some people that doesn't believe that it is right, it is their right. I mean, it is It is something that they have to do.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say in a situation like this, there is more to it, which we need to sit down. We need to take it to the left, take it to the right, because a child can't decide, no, I want to neglect my parents.
What about those who neglected their
I'm not
parents?
saying it's a right decision. But what I'm trying to say is when we have situation or we have people around us passing through this, then it's something that needs to be looked at. We can't be judgmental. We can't judge both the left. We can't judge
anyway, to me,
it's something that needs a serious attention.
Okay, can you conclude in three seconds? Come to conclusion.
Yeah, if I'm coming to conclusion on this topic, Mr. Big Rich, when there is conflict between the parent and the child, that's what led to this discussion we're talking about. And then if I'm going to conclude, all I need is, there should be conflict resolution. Because you can't be a child and you won't ask of your parents, you won't ask of your mom, you won't ask of your dad. It's not nice. Even our tradition does not accept it. Our culture does not permit it. So if there is conflict, if there is issue, maybe emotional issue, mental issue, it could be spiritual, physical. I'm just urging them to call for resolution, because it is very important for a child to appreciate his or her parents. In the aspect where you're talking about, I know it happens and it happens more. Probably if we have people around us that they are having issue with their parents, they don't talk to their parents, they don't call their parents, they don't take care of their parents, we need to assist and make a way to call for a peaceful resolution, because people are going through a lot. You might believe probably you have a mental health things that you're battling, you have a health challenge, so many things, so many challenge. But I think what we need to do is, when we notice there are situations like this, we need to call out for a peaceful resolution. We resolve issues, conflicts, and then make people come together and be happy, because it's very, very important for the children and the parents to be together, to call each other, to take, especially because of the care your parent has given you when they are bringing you up. And you have to think about so many things, that no matter who you are today, you came to this world through someone, and you need to appreciate that person, no matter what the issue you might have, emotional imbalance or anything. You have to remember your parents, appreciate them in so many ways. There are so many things you can do. If your parents don't like a big party, you can do a family surprise birthday party.
Yes.
You can share gifts. You can buy surprise gifts. You can even send cards. You can write a letter. You can send messages. You can say appreciation words when you are outside. Be it is a Mother's Day, Father's Day, you can give a speech, say nice words, say good things, inspiring words that can bring out emotions that people will know that, oh, in a way, this mother, this father has really tried. He has really taken care of their kids. Even if you don't have money, there are so many other things you can do to appreciate your parents.
Yeah, that's a right. Oluwabunmi, thank you in that aspect for.
You're talking about those that neglected their parents, which I'm not in support.
Thank you. That's all right.
We can only say is that if we have people like that around us, we need to help to call for a peaceful resolution, to make sure if there's any issue,
call for a peaceful resolution.
Yes.
Thank you. Now,
thank you.
In
every day of our life,
yeah.
Our parents, you need your mother, you need your father, you need your guidance. There is nothing anyone.
Thank you, Oluwabunmi. That's fine. Now, in my own conclusion, thank you. And yeah, in my own conclusion, I'll take it this way. Yeah, I really want everyone to be very, very careful of the way we're living our life. Right? Sometimes in life, we see our life ourselves like we've arrived. We are the king of the jungle, right? That at that point in time, we may forget whatever we've gone through in the past before we get to whatever stage we see ourselves today. But I want to tell you this: if you're one of them that sees yourself like you don't need to check back on your parent or your guardian, you're missing it and you're making them lose something great in life. Me, I believe that if you make them suffer, you're making them feel that they are loser. And I'm not gonna take it like God or someone will judge you. No. I'll take it this way, like you're making them feel that they are the loser. You are the winner. So think about people who are doing the refugees who doesn't have family, that from nowhere people are hyping them. People house them, people give them, they clothe them, they give them food. So talk less of someone whom you can say, I'm not talking about people who have got problem, as Oluwabumi said, with their parent. That's different things. There must be a point, a reason why you don't want to do so. But there's a lot of people who doesn't care about their parent, who really, they don't even want to think about it, right? They really don't want to think about it. The sacrifice their parents have done for them, they really don't want to say anything about it. The worst hand that their parents have gone through before they even get to you don't expect your parents to be richer more than you if they are poor. If you're from bad, I mean your richest background, you don't expect them to just get up one day and become something, but they will be the one to be saying, my children should be at the top. My children should be at this level. But at the end of the day, if you get there, because I've seen whereby people get up and say, I remember what my dad, we watched out on especially the comedians that brought in their parents to their shows and said, tell people much more about how bad was it when they were born, you know. So we've seen things like that. But if you're one of them, that is what we've heard. If you're one of them that have seen your parent go such, think about it. Check back and check on them. See what you can do. And one day, appreciate them. Think deeply and do a little you can do. At least put a little smile in their face and call them Mama, Papa, thank you. Oluwabumi, yeah, on this segment tonight, we're just gonna call it a quit. Yeah, we're gonna call it a quit.
Thank you, Mr. Big Rich. It's nice having you today, and it's a good reflection on the topic we spoke about, which I believe each and every one of us that is listening, we are going to make amendments in a way if it affects us. And then I think there is one or two things to learn from today's episode and segment of the program, because in a way or the other, as I've said, we need our family and parents around us, and we can't do anything alone. It's very, very important. I think we pick one thing to learn and we make adjustments in our daily living and in our lives. It's nice having everyone today. I hope you enjoy the program today, and then I wish you to sit back and enjoy what's next. I don't know what next we are having for you, but I believe Mr. Big Rich is cooking something interesting and something that is going to enlighten us and be informative to us in our community, our environment, and on our daily lives. So just sit back and relax while we bring in another interesting episode on the program. Thank you, Mr. Big Rich. It's nice having you tonight, and it's great anchoring the program with you.
Yeah, thank you everyone who have been joining us tonight for this great program. And we believe you will share this, because if we're doing it, you don't share it, you don't like, you don't comment, it means you're not appreciating us. So do all what you can do your best to make sure you share and follow us on Instagram, Big Rich Media House, on the Facebook, and Big Rich Media House on YouTube as well. So do your best, and we will continue to be. It's all about our community, neighborhood, lifestyle, music, entertainment, and we do educate you on this program. It's all about family, and we do our best to make sure that you feel it whenever we pump in here. with Oluwabumi once again until we see you next week. I call it a quit tonight. Until then,
Yeah.
say bye for now. Bye for now.
Bye, Mr. Big Rich. Bye, 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 bye.